Hello everyone, I am Dave the Prayer Guy. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to watch this video. I hope you're having a great one wherever you are, whatever time of day, would it be, morning, afternoon, or evening. I'm hoping it's a great one for you. And so I've been doing these videos for a while to encourage you, all believers, to use prayer as a fuel for God's mission. And remember, God's mission is about the making of disciples and the growing of disciples. So it's one coin, two different sides. We got to make them, we got to grow them. That is our mission. Some of us are called to grow, some of us are called to make, and some of us are called, like myself, to use prayer as a fuel for that mission, to kind of be the support and encouragement, um, to offer that air support, so to speak, in intercessory prayer. So next month, October 2021, is Pastor Appreciation Month. And I thought, what better way to appreciate our pastors than to take time to pray for them? They need our prayer and they appreciate our prayers. So this week and the next 4 weeks, I'm going to kind of focus on different ways that we can be praying for our pastors because, man, do they need it. They're going to be under spiritual attack. And so that would be one prayer request to pray for God's protection, spiritual protection. All right, but one of the roles of a pastor, or the role of a pastor, probably the most important one, is the equipping of the saints, to engage in God's mission. And I would argue that that is their part in the mission, that what they're equipping for is indeed the mission, helping other disciples to grow and make disciples. And to use a phrase that I learned when I was on staff with InterVarsity, our pastors are leaders of leaders. They are the leaders of our church, of our churches. And most of what they do is equipping the lay leaders of the church. And so one of our prayers for our pastor would be for the prayer of them equipping of our leaders. And so these leaders could be elders, they could be deacons, they could be, or just ministry leaders. I know in my church we call them directors. Some of them are called coordinators. And so our pastor, his main role is to equip the deacons, to equip the directors and the coordinators of the church. That's kind of where his focus is on. And so he will guide them in their discipleship journey, in their time in the Word, and their time in prayer. He will also train them in how to do their jobs and their roles well within the church, and encourage them in that and pray for them. And because frankly, if any one of those leaders fail, it could cause consequences for the rest of the church. Kind of the whole idea of how the leaders are going, therefore the followers will go as well. I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand. So we need to pray for our pastors to really guide them in their discipleship journey, for these leaders, to encourage leaders to spend time in word and in prayer, their personal time in the word and prayer, not just their time in word and prayer for their ministry areas, but their own personal discipleship journey. And it could be helping them with being husbands and wives, and it could be helping them with being mothers and fathers, as well as being a brother and a sister in their family. So there's, because those areas of life, we can't be replaced. We can't be replaced at church, but we can't be replaced what's happening at home too. So pray for pastors' guidance in those areas, for the leaders of their church. And I can probably go on, but um, ultimately, what I'm suggesting for you to pray for your pastors is their is their discipleship of the leaders of the church, both for training and equipping in the ministry, and also for their own personal lives as well. Alrighty, so I'm going to close out the vlog. We'll talk more about this next week. Uh, and the following weeks as well. Different areas to pray for our pastors, like their sermon prep, their time with their family, their time in the Word, their personal time in the Word, not just for sermon prep. So keep on watching, and thank you so much. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, may the Lord be with you.